How is everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Time to share some healing gems after this full moon in Gemini that is literally the last full moon of the year and the witching hour for a lot of witches and warlocks, I guess. But this full moon right here is just like the one that was just revealing everything, the big revealer, the big unmasking people's true face. This full moon was unmasking people's true colors. If you're a phony or a fake, it's unveiling everybody's dirty little secrets. You know, if you are not real, this was the time to get real. And real did we get? I had to get real. I have to hold back out of respect for the people that I've worked with. This is a disclosure. Out of respect for the person that I've worked with, the people that I'm going to be working with, out of respect for the people that stopped doing the nonsense, because once I mentioned that I was going, they've stopped messing with me, because that energy has stopped. There's all kinds of energies that come to me, and I know specifically where it's coming from. The one that is constantly coming to me is the ex-husband and my karmic family. I don't call them family. I'm not even related to. I'm only related to my stepmother through my father. The stepmother's family is not my family. They literally kidnapped me from Uganda. Let's see something here. Yeah, they literally what? Oh, yeah. Turn this off. They literally kidnapped me. Oh no, it's too dark. No, it's too dark, Nabil, right? It's too dark. I need the light. They literally kidnapped me from Uganda. So I don't consider them my real family. She was a witch hired by the Matrix, sent out to do the MK Ultra on me since I was a child. So my stepmother's job was literally to put a foot on my head for the rest of my life. She's a past life karmic. She has followed me from each lifetime. This is the stepmother's family is obsessed with me. So those energies from them are constant. They never stop. And I have learned how to work with them. They don't bother me anymore. They can do whatever the hell. So when new energy comes in, I know every single energy that comes to attack me. I'm an alchemist. I'm a healer. That's part of my job. And this is boot camp. As hard as my life is right now, I have to experience everything that I'm going through so I can be able to help people. I have to be thrown at every single piece of garbage in this place. I have to experience it so I can identify which witchcraft is this, which witchcraft comes from. This one is come from there. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to start this book right here. This is actually, I'm going to do this. This is so important. I got to do this soon. This right here, starting from here, these are 2026 predictions. What's going to be happening in 2026? I've been trying to do this. I got the downloads last month. This is not December yet. Not last month. I started getting them end of October to last month. All this stuff right here. This is all predictions. I think I'm going to make a written video. All this right here. These are all predictions. What's going to happen? Crypto, for example, here, where the Messiah returns and blah, 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 what you want to believe. Example is, oh God, I can't even read my own handwriting. But all these are predictions. Whenever they come through, I just get a pen and start writing. Asa Share, that's the god. That's the god, Asa Share. We're going back to Asa Share information. Oludami, Asa Share information. Age of Aquarius is going to unwind to get better. It's a bunch. This is all predictions for 2024. I'm sorry, for 2026, and I have to make a video on that. But back to I've been trying to what I've been trying to do is identify this new energy that's come into my life. So when I started getting new attacks, they're different they were different from what my stepmother, what the Zanzibaris and the ex-husband's families were sending to me. It's totally new energy. So I have to decipher it. I find it, and then I'm like, where is it coming from? All I have to do is ask, and God will show me, either through dreams, through astral travel, through whatever, or downloads. For me, I mostly get straight downloads. And then right now, my astral traveling, I can literally get a picture of what's going on, of a scenario. It's like almost like I'm like watching from people from above, but I'm awake. Like when I saw women going to the witch doctor, I could see them sitting down, talking, discussing what they wanted to do to me, like in real time, what she was wearing, what she was talking about. I mean, everything. It's almost like it's scary. It's almost like I'm awake, but it's almost like a movie that's playing in my head. There you go. But it's real time stuff that's been happening to me. So I'm like, okay, this is the new energy. This is the new project that I'm working things that I'm doing right now. Now I have these new people that apparently they just thought that it would be a great idea to join the party of everybody, because I talk about my problems openly. Part of my ministry is I have to discuss what's happening to me, because it's unbelievable what's happening to me. Even now I'm in shock that all the dirt that has been thrown to me, and nobody has even come to rescue me or save me. It's God. God is because I'm God's chosen. So everybody's like, hey, you can handle it. You besides, and that's okay. And that's why I don't rush anywhere. I'm already chosen by God, so I don't care. God already chose me. The ultimate energy chose me. So you can torture me all you want. The ultimate got me. So yeah. With that said, so the new energy, I started seeing a bunch of women in this co-writing, co-authoring situation. Apparently my life story is extremely traumatic, and now we're in competition with with my life story. So now they're competing with what I have to, like what my life story is going to be. What my life story is going to be like. Now we're in competition with what Jamila's life story is going to be. Why would anybody wish? So people are really literally, in other words, they wish they had my kind of trauma, because I guess it would make a good story. And that right there has caused a ruckus. And there's some of these women want to, I don't know, they came into the picture with, maybe they have an idea. I'll put this. There's people who operate with black magic. Everything they do is black magic. Even in the healing community, even these people who call themselves heroes that have been through this, they're still dabbling in black magic and witchcraft. They don't have God. Shit has happened to them. Horrible things have happened to them. Doesn't mean that they believe in God to rescue them. These people they use magic to get through life. For me, for the record, a lot of people do not know what happened, how I got into the authoring. For the record, I have been trying to I have known this company, start over movement since end of last year, beginning of January. I just joined the party in October. I took my time. And besides, there was a lot happening in my life. Everything in my life is divinely orchestrated. God tells me how to move. And there was no way I would have been able to be where I am, to be able to write this book right now, if I had not experienced my Egypt timeline and healed it. Every single human being has a past that they have to heal. If you have a karmic past that you have to heal, you're still going to operate from that energy, from that karmic painful energy, until you heal your wounds and move into a higher timeline. Here's the secret. Every time you heal a new wound, you get into a higher timeline. Everything, you can get rid of all the negative energy, that's lower chakra activity, jealousy, anger, hate, fear, shame, guilt, All those lower chakra activities. Every time you heal one of them and get it out of your system, you jump a timeline. God rewards you with a new lifetime timeline. I'm on a 10D timeline right here on earth. See, I'm getting my own permanent bindi now. Alhamdulillah. So these women, some have traveled out of the country, some have traveled to places where they think they will not be found. There's actually 5 countries that have now, first it was 3, now there's 5 countries where people are from the same movement, who are trying to send chaos magic to me, ugly spells, do not work together, all kinds of. I just can't believe the orders they put when they go to the witches brew. I can't believe the things they put on order. And then they're also sending him spell work. And then people around them that travel, some of them that travel with them or whatever. I'm just getting downloads. I have never been there. I don't even know what the scenario looks like. All I know is that there's a traveling crew and there's people who also do their business over there, trying to put hexes and juju in all of his food and his drink. Love spells. I'm just appalled at how much this realm work operates on love, on magic. Nobody believes in God. That's scary. That's so scary. That is 11:33 on the clock as I'm speaking. That is so scary. So when that first woman came through, one of them is a real copycat. And I want to say this: one of them is being used by the Matrix. One of the copycats, one of the women, is being used by the Matrix to get close to ruin. Kind of like what I just came out of. The same situation is happening again. Kind of like how they set up Billy Carson. They're trying to set up this. I don't even care. What the thing is this? People are doing readings on me and readings on my life. People I can't control what people do and want to see in my energy. I can't control that. All I can do is control. They probably know more than I do about my life. So once they see that, then they start planning accordingly to come for me or to come for whatever they think is going to happen. And that's how they got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how they got Brother Man over there, who with the big hips, who died in Kemet. If he had healed his timeline, that whole thing would have been rewritten as he has balanced his male and feminine energy. But because he died with them, this is what will happen. They come and mess with you. They throw in a wrench in the middle of your work, with temptation. And then when you die doing the temptation that they lured you in, they make a joke out of you, like give you a grown man hips, 13, a grown man with hips, a whole pharaoh who had a feminine bottom because of his fetish for women with big asses and big hips. So they made a fool out of him. All of his mommy was a feminine bottom, and all of that was set up by the Matrix and he fell for it, and they still made a fool out of him in death. And he was working for the same people who are making a fool out of him. Same situation is happening right now in this new energy that I'm in. There's a whole competition happening that I've been put in there, but I'm not a willing participant. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Everybody's like doing witchcraft to get picked. God. That's what's happening. So that happened, and then there was like a bunch of other people, women traveling, doing stuff. 5 countries. I mentioned one. Australia is the one that came out so strong. There was like a bunch of. Australia has like 4 or 5 people there who are busy. Then some Asian countries, North America too is involved. I mean, it's a whole jambalaya mix. But I had to address it, and because when I was quiet and a lot of things were like, they were getting a little bit bolder. They were thinking they were getting away with everything. They were getting away with that shit was working. Nothing works on me. I'm just gonna let everybody know. Nothing new juju will not work. All I do is get a notification and see what kind of work is done, because it will attack whatever chakra you hit me, and I will feel it, and then I'll decipher it. Oh, that's not that's stepmother. That's because they're all trying to, lay something on you, an entity, and nobody. These entities cannot. I'm too pure. So anyway, so I had to address that and let everybody know, and also the person that is involved is being worked on. So this message is for the matrix, for everybody. Like, you know what? Threads very lightly around me. I mean, there's nothing you do that I do not know in my life. Everything you do, I know. They're really trying so hard. But, unless God says it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. And with that said, yeah, it is what it is. Peace, deuces. I'll be up with another update soon with the 2026 predictions.